Next, I'd like to introduce Martina Skjellerudsveen, which she is an ag outreach specialist with the Resource Conservation District of Greater San Diego County. Thank you, Martina.
Thank you so much for this invitation to speak today. I hope everybody can hear me and see my slides.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So I'll give a short update on the demonstration projects that we are doing with funding from the CDFA. The demonstration project that we've been doing at the Tijuana River Community Garden, I presented on last year, and we also have a new demonstration project at a ranch in Jamul. The Jamul Ranch is a collaboration with John Ostel, the main rancher, and Californian Department of Fish and Wildlife is the manager of the reserve. And so the demonstration project is showing how prescribed grazing have an effect on the vegetation. It's one of the largest demonstration projects in Southern California. And there's also been done a grazing plan for this, was developed to document the objectives of the grazing management and the desired changes to the vegetation. So to show the contrast between grazing and non-grazed areas, there's been made 4 control areas of 1 acre each. And so for this to happen, a lot of fencing was necessary, and that has been unfortunately delayed from the pandemic. Also, our recent outreach event was canceled. So that was unfortunate effects of the current situation. So our first demonstration project started in 2018, showing 4 conservation practices, 2 cover crops, legume and non-legume, compost and mulching. And so we are seeing getting some experiences from that, some successes and challenges. We are seeing some encouraging results from the first year, and we have donated over 600 pounds of produce. So it's really been productive. It's a 1/4 acre, and it has produced a lot of vegetables. It's row crops, and but the challenges this year has been a lot of flooding, so it has delayed summer crop planting, and also has contaminated the winter crops. So of course we could harvest it for data collection, but not for sale or donation, unfortunately. And interpreting the results of the changes in the soil is challenging in the beginning. As all farmers know, it's very labor intensive, and it's especially you can see on the right, it's a picture of our hedgerow. It's does not look like that right now. It's very weedy, so that is very challenging to keep up with. The outreach component has also been challenging. We are kind of an in-between size, and we're located in the very south western corner of San Diego, so it's far to travel. These are some preliminary results for soil carbon. It's the total carbon, and in a future demonstration project, we hope to have more sophisticated analysis of what part of the soil carbon is measured. And the interpretation of the changes in the soil might be affected by reaching a new soil organic matter equilibrium. This plot was unused before this project, so it was fallow or weeds, and probably several years of data is necessary to see real trends in the results. But we are seeing trends of higher yields in all the treatment plot compared to the control plot. So I think that's the important message to farmers that are considering implementing these practices, that whether regarding how the soil actually is changing is a slow process, but we can see quicker effects on the yields of what is actually the output for the farmer. And experiences based on this project also is, we're concluding that it's necessary to have more demonstration projects in our region, and we hope to be able to start a project with a avocado grove to show cover crops, and so that would be really interesting to see. So with that, I hope that I covered very quickly what we're doing at the RCD. I have mentioned the Healthy Soils Incentives Program for farmers. I worked with a lot of farmers during the application process. So that is one of the important work that we do, is to help farmers be able to utilize this funding to be able to implement these practices. So this year, 5 San Diego farmers have received this funding, and we hope that we can be even more competitive the following years. So thank you for listening, and I have really appreciated listening to all the other presenters today.